Finally, we're back with Umineko. After so many years. I'm sorry. At one time, only Beato and her fellow witches sat together in the smoking room to chat. Now, however, an unusually large number of people were present. Lambda Delta.
バトラーは一体どういうゲームを見せてくれるのかしらね。
それが退屈を忘れさせ、壊しがいあるものなら何でも歓迎よ。
お任せください、我が主。必ずや主の望まれる結果となるよう最善を尽くします。
Erica, I missed you the most, as well as Dolinar on the trip.
そうしてね、前回のゲームではおかしな表情ばかり見せちゃったから、頬が歪んで変なシワにならないか不安だわ。
Oh my god. Burns face is so...
そんなことはありません。どんなおシワができようとも我が主の美貌は完璧です。
Oh my god.
ベルンがこんなにも楽しそうなんてね。本当にベアトのゲーム版は素晴らしいわ。そのゲーム版の主がもはや不在なのは悲しいことです。
Oh no. Oh, Beatrice died last episode, didn't she? Oh no. I mean, she'll be back, I think.
トラは死んで川を残す。ベアトも死んでゲームを残したわ。
Shannon is still in the game, so...
チェスは残っても、その作者の名は残ってないわね。
あ、本当だ。
ゲーム
の作者って不
憫ね。Yeah. You shouldn't speak about that because you
バトルさん
created...
は随分待たせるじゃないですか。
Didn't Lambda Delta create Higurashi though? So...
第6のゲームの準備、まだ終わらないんですか？ガートルード、バトラ教の準備はいかがです？
Oh, Battler's game. That's gonna be fun.
近景、慎んで申し上げる。もうじきのことと知りたまえと奉る者なり。
待たせるってことはそれだけ自信作なんでしょうよ。前回我が主の前であれだけの恥をかかされたんです。是が非でも打ち破ってみせます。特にあんた、二度と無様を見せないでくださいよ。奮起して臨む者なりや。
Don't bully Cornelia, please. The previous game master, Lambda Delta, had confirmed that Ballard understood everything about Beato's game. However, in order to prove it, Ballard had to run his game by himself and carry it through to completion. Ooh. In other words, if Erica could crush this game of Battlers, she would in effect wipe away the dishonor of that last game. Though Erica was chomping at the bit to get started, it was taking Battler quite some time to show himself. Here he comes, I guess. At the time, a swarm of gold butterflies popped into existence and took human form. From the shape of that familiar dress, everyone immediately realized who it was. Oh. It didn't take you too long, I guess. Oh my god. Nobody remains dead in this game, holy shit.
てっきり前回死んで消えたとばかり。
消えたのはプレイヤーのベアトよ。こいつは駒でしょ、バトラの。
Oh. Oh.
駒ではあってもご本人と変わりありません。
So the player disappeared. Oh, I see. Beatrice gave an elegant courtesy as she appeared. This humble entrance was so vastly different from her unusual high-pitched laugh that it made the long-awaited start of the 6th game feel even more ominous than it otherwise would have.
お父様はもうじきお越しになられます。
Oh. What?
どうかもうしばらくのお時間をお許しください。
What? Oh, even louder.
お父様、何それ。それが今回の趣向？
Not only had Beato start talking in an unusually polite manner, she also used the word father, presumably referring to Battler. Oh. For an instant, everyone was stunned into silence, but they quickly realized that this was setting up to some kind of theme, and they grinned. Beato wasn't the type who could keep up this kind of act for long. He'd probably fall apart in a few seconds, leaving her cackling rudely at everyone. Erica, who was itching for a fight, went for Beato almost at once.
まさか無能のバトラさんがあなたのゲームの真相に至るなんてね。
お父様なればこそ深淵を理解されたのでしょう。
Oh my god, her voice is so different.
さすがだと思います。
Oh, this is really...
しかしあんたもラッキーです。バトラがゲームマスターになれなかったら二度と復活できなかったんですよ。まったく悪運が強いと言いますか。
Everybody gets revived, don't worry about it.
悪運
まあいずれにせよ前回の借りはきっちり返させてもらいますので。あんたというバトラの妄想幻想きっちり消し去って忘却の深淵に叩き落としてやりますから。
私もミスミスやられるわけには参りません。お手柔らかによろしくお願いいたします。
She reminds me of Beatrice, who met Rosa in the third game. Or was it the second game? I don't remember. I think it was the third. By this point, everyone realized that something weird was going on. Did Battler just summon Beatrice from that Beatrice who died on the cliffs? There was no doubt that the face, the dress, and the hair were all Beatrice's. However, her expression was different. Even though she had Beato's face, Beato would never show anyone an expression like that. Yeah, this is weird.
あんた。
Oh, yeah, I think that she's the... There was a heavy silence. Lambda Delta spoke for everyone there. At first, Beato had worn a smiling yet blank expression, so... However, when she realized that the mood had gone suddenly stiff, her expression finally darkened and she hung her head.
あんた誰です？
Oh god, this is... Oh, so we're finally exploring that, huh?
ベアトリーチェ教とお見受けしていますが、違うのですか？
Oh my god. Even Dolonor was forced to ask despite the rudeness of the question. That was how much this woman, who appeared to be Beato, was not.
皆さんの期待されるベアトリーチェとは違うでしょうか？
Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god, that she is the one from Rose's memories, I think. Oh, so that's the theme. Oh, Battler, you're very... Oh, this is gonna be heavy.
あんた、何言ってんの？
まさかとは思いますが、記憶喪失とかなんとか言い出すんじゃないでしょうね。
Oh, I'm sorry for pausing for a second. Sorry for pausing.
ですが、皆さんの期待されるベアトリーチェになれるよう、いろいろと勉強を。
ベアト。
Oh my god. Wait, just...
私はまだ生まれたばかりですので、記憶は何
No
もありま
memories
せん。
at all.
ですが、皆さんの期待されるベアトリーチェになれるよう、いろいろと勉強を。
Ooh.
部屋にいるように言ったはずだ。
Battler's voice came out of nowhere. His tone was very slightly cold. Beato's expression looked like that of a young girl being scolded. What is happening? Oh. What an entrance. Rose, with a swirl of gold butterflies, Battler appeared. His dignified bearing and appearance were fitting for the ruler of this game. Oh my god. Is that like Kinzo's oh, is that like Kinzo's coat or something? Oh man. Okay, oh my god, that's nice. Wait. They didn't change his suit, but just put a coat over his normal outfit, I guess. Oh man, that's nice. However, his expression was gloomy, and his gaze was directed at Beato.
部屋に戻れ。ここはお前のいる場所でない。
私は少しでもお父様のお役に立ちたくて。
Oh god.
部屋へ戻れ。
He spoke both softly and forcefully. Ballard didn't leave her any room for a debate. Beato hung her head and curtsied as she prepared to leave the room.
それから。
はい、お父様。
俺の名はバトラだ。二度と他の呼び方をするな。
Oh.
はい。
Oh, I see. Beato melted into a cloud of gold butterflies and disappeared, so she can use magic. This was the first part of the tale of Battler as the game master. The witches had all assumed that he'd come forward with some flashy, big developments, so this was all completely unexpected to them. Their mouths were still hanging open. Mine
変わった
is...
趣向ね。
失礼した。今のは忘れてほしい。
うまいこと言って。それも作戦のうちですか？また北風太陽作戦みたいに印象操作して何かを煙に巻こうって魂胆でしょう。
何かあったのですか？
気にするな。お前たちには関係のないことだ。
そう、なら関係ないってことだわ。
I guess Lambda Delta, being the previous game master, also knows, I think.
さあバトラー、早く新しいゲームを始めてちょうだい。もう待たされすぎちゃって退屈してたんだから。
ああ、第6のゲームを始めよう。エリカ。そしてベルンカステル。これが俺の物語であり、俺がベアトの真相に至ったことの証明だ。ラムダデルタ。それを仙台ゲームマスターとして見届けてくれ。
楽しみにしてるわ。タイトルは？
ドン、黄金の魔女の夜明けだ。
すぐに沈む冬の太陽だけれどね。
Oh my god.
もちろんです、我が主。すぐに引きずり下ろしてご覧に入れます。タイトルだけはグッドです。そこだけは褒めましょう。バトル。
Oh,
気
sorry.
に入ってもらえてよかった。では始めよう。これより第6のゲームを開始する。
Battler sullenly announced the start of the game, compared to his fired-up attitude at the end of the previous game, where he and Erica had sworn to settle everything next time. He was extremely quiet now. What is going on?
エンジェ、ベアトの様子があまりにこれまでと違うな。私も驚いてるわ。
Also, we're cutting back here.
何が何だかさっぱりよ。それ以前になんでベアトが蘇ってるのかさっぱりだわ。さっき読ませてもらったけど、前回の物語の最後でお兄ちゃんが真相にたどり着く直前に死んで消え去ったんじゃなかったの？この世界での死は2つある。1つは駒としてゲーム版より取り除かれること。これはゲームにおける死でしかなく、仕切り直せば何度でも蘇る命だ。
But a death of the player is different?
だから魔女たちはその命を奪うことにあまりに無慈悲なわけよね。
To the witch players, the lives of those characters who appear in the game board are no different from pieces of a chessboard that take other pieces and get taken. After all, these pieces will be set up again when the next game starts.
マリアにおける作太郎がその駒の最たるものであっただろう。作太郎が お姉ちゃんの駒?
Yes, that makes sense. In a game board that represents the inside of Onechan's head, Sakutaro certainly does exist and is a piece that always stay by her side. Though he's nothing more than a stuffed animal in the real world, on Onechan's game board, he's no less of a piece than any other.
でもどうかしら。魔女のゲームの駒なら簡単に生き返らせることができるんでしょう。でもお姉ちゃんの世界ではサク太郎は蘇ることができなかった。
世界でたった一つのぬいぐるみというよりしろが失われたからだ。だから駒の存在条件が崩れ、マリアのゲーム版では復活することができなかった。そなたがその存在条件を再び満たしてやったからこそ、サク太郎はゲーム版に蘇ることができたのではないか。
確かに。
Maria Onechan was only unable to revive him because she had lost the stuffed animal that was his vessel. If, like the rest of my family on Beato's game board, she hadn't needed a vessel for him, she would be able to revive him as often as she wanted. So why... Oh...
そうね。確かにサク太郎はお姉ちゃんの駒かもしれないわ。少なくともよりしろが無事である限り何度でも蘇れる存在だわ。
そう、よりしろが無事である限り何度でも蘇ることができる。それが駒の命というものだ。
それがこの世界での死における一つ目。もう一つは
ゲーム版の外の存在の死だ。サク太郎の話で続けるなら、この場合はマリアの死だ。
駒じゃなく本当のお姉ちゃんの死ね。
死だけではない。興味や関心の喪失でも同じだ。マリアがぬいぐるみ遊びを卒業すれば、ゲームのプレイヤーとしてのマリアは死ぬ。さながらテレビに飽きてスイッチを切るかのように簡単に。
なるほど。つまりプレイヤーとしてのベアトは前回までのゲームで勝利を完全に諦めたので死んで消え去ったわけね。ならつまりベアトが再びお兄ちゃんに勝てるつもりになって戻ってきたら生き返るってことだわ。
That was the same as for Battler, wasn't it? He died in episode 5, pierced by that blade. And then when he thought he could fight back, then he revived.
理屈ではそうだ。人も魔女も神さえも興味と関心を失えばいつでも死ねる。
Battler is a different beast now, I think. Oh my god.
そしてそれを取り戻せばいつでも蘇れる。しかし神の世界には時間の概念がないからいつ蘇るも自在だが、矢のごとく時が過ぎ去る人の世ではそれは容易ではない。
Angie, I think your brother is not human anymore. I'm sorry to say. He wasn't human last game and I don't think he's human now.
そうね。一日のずる休みならともかく3日もサボると学校に行くのがものすごく億劫になるわ。
それが1ヶ月、1年、10年、それこそ魔女の世界のように1000年にも及んだら。
なるほど。ずる休みもそれだけになればもはや社会における死ね。それだけの長い間死んでいたら社会的な遅れを取り戻せないだけじゃなく当時のモチベーションだって絶対に蘇らないわ。
So yours, you don't have any more drive to go back to life.
それはつまり命があっても一度死んだのと同じことだわ。二度と元の自分には戻れない。
I see.
蘇れない。
So that's why boredom is the illness. It's because if you don't, I see. That's why.
ベアトは勝てる道理も希望も全て失った。それを知りつつ気づかぬふりをし、あれだけのゲームを戦ってきたのだ。だからもうベアトは戻らない。彼女の希望はついえた。気を取り直して再び戦う気力の全てをもう費やしている。だからあのベアトリーチが蘇ることは二度とない。
Oh man. That's sad for Battler though. That Beato who's just sat around the whole time with empty eyes in the 5th game must have been her corpse. Ooh. She managed to remain on the game board despite it all. But then even that corpse was wiped away. So she died in the fourth game. Her corpse was bound by Lambda Delta in the fifth game. And then she disappeared. If Beato had been the game master at the time instead of Lambda Delta, the game board itself would have vanished at that moment, and everything would have ended. Come to think of it, Beato started to lose the will to fight back near the end of the fourth game. And Beato loses her will to fight. The world of this game disappears. However, the witches wanted to keep playing in this game board world, so Lambda Delta bound Beato in place with that cursed shackle. She used that shackle to fix the game board in place and prevent it from disappearing, even if Beato did lose the will to fight. In chess, this would be the equivalent of removing the set time limit for each turn, making it endless. However, simply having the game endlessly paused on Beato's turn would cause the witches to die from their illness of boredom. That's why Lambda Delta took the position of Game Master. Starting then, Beato's existence was no longer one of the conditions necessary for the game's existence. That's probably why the shackles binding her to the game board were released. And now Battler is the game master. And that explains why she disappeared in the fifth game.
お兄ちゃんはベアトに真相にたどり着いたことを教えるには一つゲームが遅かったということね。
第5のゲームなどラムダデルタの慈悲だ。バトラの絶対に真相にたどり着きたいという信念に絶対の魔女が慈悲を示しただけのこと。
So Lambda Delta was giving a chance, basically. That's why she was complaining to his corpse. I see.
何が慈悲よ。ただの魔女たちの暇つぶしの気まぐれじゃない。話を戻すわ。じゃあ、あのおかしなベアトはプレイヤーのベアトじゃないってことになる。
She reminds me of Beato.The second one.
コマのベアトということだわ。
From the real world, I guess. The one in Ecuadorian.
そうだ。だったら誰もがよく知るベアトになるはず。バトラもそういうベアトを望んだはず。
ぬいぐるみじゃ嫌だったってこと？
Oh God. When playing with dolls, one can project the personality they most desire onto the doll. Ever since you are acting out their part, nothing unexpected can ever happen. You cannot hope for any unanticipated happiness. In the human world, there's nothing so boring as a pre-established harmony. That's why though a doll can become a person's best friend in the world, people eventually get bored and outgrow them. Onichan only wants the real Beato.He couldn't bear having a doll that only acted like Beato.
バトラの駒として生み出されたベアトはバトラの望む通りに動くだろう。
駒なんだから当然だわ。プレイヤーの指す通りに動く。そしてそれ以外では一切動かない。お兄ちゃんが何を望んでるのかはわかるわ。じゃあこのおかしなベアトは何者なの？
バトラはベアトを本当の意味で蘇らそうとしているのかもしれない。
Is she a player though? I think she might be.
人の子らの諦めきれぬ夢だ。
あんたはさっき赤を使ってそれはないと否定したわ。
あのベアトが蘇ることは決してない。しかしもう一度ベアトを生み出すことは不可能ではないということだ。忘れたか？第一のゲームの最後でベルンカステル自らがベアトの正体を語ったはず。
思い出したわ。ルールが具現化した存在みたいなこと言ってた。
そのルールと情報が練り上げられ、最終的にあのベアトリーチェという魔女が形作られたのだ。それを再びなぞれば同じベアトリーチェをもう一度生み出し、それをもって復活と呼ぶこともできる。
So we're retracing the steps, basically.
つまりあのおかしなベアトはさながらベアトの卵あるいはヒナってところね。
そう解釈するのが妥当であろう。すなわちこのベアトこそがあのベアトへ至るヒナなのだ。
それはつまり この純情可憐な
Oh
子が
god.
やがてはひねくれてイカれた魔女に成長するってことね。
In other words, that Beato is a baby version of the Beato we all know. So just like how no person is born evil, the newborn Beato isn't evil either. Even though she really is a different person, if you measure her by her root, or perhaps her soul, then maybe you really could call this a resurrection. However, this reality can't possibly be easy to accept. Though she may technically be Beato herself, she's also, without a doubt, a different person. And that's in that way she acts will make anyone feel as though something's out of place. I feel like this is like a reenactment.
そなたの朗読は楽しい。
あんたに朗読が必要なのか疑わしいわ。あんたはもうすでに全てを知っているように見える。
そなたと対話をしているからその思考に至るだけだ。我が思考は八百万を束ねて超える。人の子にはまるでそう見えるだけに過ぎぬ。
Definitely a Gain type.
されどそなたがいなければ思考する力さえないか弱き病人に過ぎぬ。
最初からそういえばもっと素直に朗読を引き受けてやったのに。
私の機嫌が良くなっただけのこと。浮かれるな。私はお前の命などしおり代わりに挟んだまま放出する木の葉よりも軽んじているぞ。
Oh god.
続きを読んでくださいって解釈するわ。 OK？
退屈しない。そなたは巫女として優秀だ。
Featherine or Rin rocked her back in her rocking chair and looked up at the ceiling, laughing as though the conversation itself was pleasant for her. Angie was slowly figuring out how to deal with this strange witch. This person was also bored. It's not uncommon for a sick person who's bored from being bedridden for a long time to start acting rebellious. On the other hand, they can also get a little bored of being treated kindly all the time. She may want to be shown respect for her superiority, but it's probably more interesting for her when she's spoken to rudely. What a coincidence. That's exactly how I used to be. Ooh.
とにかく第4のゲームでベアトとお兄ちゃんに何か確執があったことは間違いないの。このベアトを知ることは真相に至る鍵の一つになりうるわ。
そうであろう。私も興味を持った。彼女の物語も合わせて読むのだ。
はいはい。仰せのままに我が主。
Oh my god. When Angie raised her hands like a conductor, the bookshelves of this bizarre study responded. Once again, several books floated out and began to swirl around Angie. Oh my god, she has magic powers. Oh god. Not again. Not again. This is really bad, Angie. I don't trust. Kinzo studied in the room belonging to the master in this human world. So this study in the world of non-humans belongs to the master of the game board, and was the place where he could look down upon the humans. Therefore, one could hardly be blamed for mistaking the imposing, be-robed man in the center of the study for Kinzo, if only for a second. But it wasn't Kinzo. This was Battler, the one who had taken up the position of game master, becoming the new territory lord of this world. Oh my god, this music! Around Battler was a swirl of glowing fragments, sparkling like this night sky, and on the floor was what appeared to be a red magic circle. To an outsider, it seemed to be nothing more than an incomprehensible geometric shape. But to Battler, who stood at its center, it was the outline for a new tale. A new line grew across the magic circle, following Battler's gaze. Then, in an instant, it connected with a complicated symbol. The entire magic circle flashed brightly. So Battler is now the sorcerer. Endless sorcerer. Oh god. This does not bode well.
これでどうだ。
見事です親方様。
Oh my god, why is Genji doing here?
第6のゲームの 完成でございます。
What is Genji doing here? As Battler wiped his forehead and finally relaxed, Genji was standing behind him, watching over his every move, nodded deeply in response.
俺はゲームマスターってのはもっと好き勝手に物語を作っているものとばかり思っていたが、想像以上に骨が折れるな。
複数の物語を描き、その表裏を合わせねばなりません。
So Battler reverted Ronove to Genji. Maybe.
それにしても初めてとは思えない
I guess it's
見
because
事なお手並みでした。
Guess it's because Ronove is like Beatrice's image of him when he was young, maybe. And same goes for Virgilia.
エリカ様もきっとこのゲームならご満足いただけるでしょう。
Oh,
あの
Erica.
探偵殿の好みに合うといいんだがな。しかしベアトを純粋に尊敬するぜ。よくあんなややこしい物語をあっさりと作ってみせたもんだ。
あっさりとではありません。ベアトリーチェ様も深く深く悩み、物語を生み出しては矛盾に悩み、常にロジックエラーと戦われておりました。
Contradictions, logic errors.
ロジックエラー。
物語の表裏が合わぬこと、矛盾することでございます。これが生じるとロジックエラーと呼ばれる致命的な反則手となり、即座にゲーム版は破綻崩壊いたします。魔女側が犯
The
せ
breach of rules,
最
maybe?
大最悪のミスです。
ベアトのゲーム何度かそれに抵触しそうになったのか。
ゲームを生み出す際には常にそれと戦われておりました。特にバトラ様が手強くなられてからは相当の苦労をなさっていたようです。
今回の俺のこのゲームはベアトに見せても恥ずかしくない出来かな。
はい、それはもちろんでございます。
ベアトはまだ目を覚まさないのか。
No.
ルールの擬人化から体を蘇生してもうだいぶになるはずだ。まだ目覚めないのか。
Oh, I see. Oh. After remaining silent for a while longer, Genji answered.
3日ほど前にお目覚めになっております。バトラ様が第6のゲームの設計に集中されておりましたので、お知らせを控えておりました。申し訳ございません。
そうだったか。あいつめだいぶ長いこと寝てたから寝ぼけてやがったに違いない。あいつにぜひ俺のゲームを見てもらいたかったんだ。いや、あいつに俺はゲームを見せなきゃならないんだ。俺が全てを理解したことをあいつに教えなきゃならない。
Battler's face broke into a smile. There was no trace in his expression of the hatred he had once felt towards Beato for murdering his family. Oh my god. Oh yeah, don't forget, Battler. Don't forget. Oh god.
ある意味これが第5のゲーム最後の謎だったわ。
そうだ。バトラは真相に至ると同時にベアトに対する心象が大きく変わった。
それはつまりやはりお兄ちゃんとベアトには何かの関係があって、それを彼が防止していたと考えるのが適当なの。
It's not between Battler and Beato. It's between Battler and someone else. That's the problem. However, Battler suspected this in the 4th game and asked Beato about it. According to the tale, this was denied but were at truth. 6 years ago, no person called Beatrice existed for Battler. But there was another
6年前
person
に
that
ベア
existed
トが
for
存在し
Battler.
なかったとも受け取れるし、6年前にはバトラと縁がなかったとも受け取れる。
It doesn't matter because it's another wordplay. No Beatrice existed for Battler, but you could say that there was another person who could have existed for Battler instead.
しかしいずれにせよ、バトラはその後6年間ロッケン島には訪れない。
ベアトリーチェとお兄ちゃんはこの1986年 10月4日が初対面のはずなのに、どうしてすでに確執があるの？さっぱり意味がわからないわ。
第4のゲームでベアトがバトラに問いかけた。後ろ宮バトラの罪に何かの鍵があろうな。
Oh god, this game is really revealing a lot of things here.
その結果がベアトリーチェという存在なのかもしれない。
その結果？お兄ちゃんの罪の結果がベアト？
That almost sounds as though Onichan created a witch called Beatrice himself.
まるでベアトリーチェとはバトラの駒のようだな。
Oh god.
え
Oh
6年前
god.
のバトラの罪、その罪で人が死に、殺すのはベアトリーチェ。全てが6年前のバトラの罪から連綿と続くと考えるなら、ベアトリーチェを生み出したのはバトラ自身。まるでバトラの駒のようだと思った。
Oh man.
意味わかんないわ。お兄ちゃんが何かの罪を犯したとしても、少なくとも殺人なんかよりよっぽど軽い何かだわ。それに対する仕返しがこの大量殺人なのだとしたら、あまりにお兄ちゃんの罪と割が合わない。
It's the accumulation of things.
ベアト
I
は
think.
親族たちを皆殺しにした。お父さんもお母さんもお兄ちゃんもみんなそれに見合う罪がお兄ちゃんにあったなんて信じられるわけがない。
罪は測る人間によって重さが異なる。
Yeah, that's true.
バトラにとって防出できる程度の罪でも、ベアトにとっては6年を経てなお一族を皆殺しにするほどの恨みを持つに値するものだったのかもしれぬ。まあ私もそれはあまりに釣り合わ
I
んと
think
思
we
う
need
し、
to look at
そして
Shannon
何より
growing
そ
up.
んな相手だったら
I need to see Shannon's childhood, because if she's I'm still confused about Shannon and Kanon though. It's quite, I don't know. It's possible that Shannon was the baby Nazi Nazi pushed off the cliff 19 years ago. Then she's lying about her age. Then she went to the gospel house as a baby, was raised there instead. And then 9 years later, she returned to Rokkenjima and was raised as a servant there for 10 years. Or maybe that was a lie. And she has been there since she was 6. I need to see her growing up and her relationship with Ballard then. Because maybe... Yeah, I think if you look there, you'll find the motive.
真相を知ったとはいえ、バトラがあれだけ親身になるとは到底思えぬ。
Rin's observation was an interesting one. In the past game, Beato clearly said that Onichan's sin 6 years ago was the cause of this 2-day tragedy. I still don't know what kind of sin that was. However, he figured out what it was at the end of the 5th game, and he apologized to Beato. Even though she was the witch who had massacred his entire family in retaliation for his sin of 6 years previous, Battler apologized to her. Of course, it was the player Battler who apologized, not the peace Battler whose family had been murdered over and over again. Oh, is Battler already growing a little bit more desensitized as the game continues? I think so. But even so, Battler must have remembered something at the end of the last game that made him feel like apologizing.
その6年前の罪、これまでの物語のどこかにそれが隠されていたとでも言うのかしら。
私はすでにある仮説を立てている。
聞かせてよ。
まだ話すの。もうしばらく私だけ答えを知っているかのような優越を楽しむことにする。
Look at me, look at me.
続き読まないわよ。
それは困る。 しばし耐え、もう少し続きを読め。私の仮説もまだ想像の域を出ぬ。
Yeah, mine is nothing more than a guess as well. I still don't have a lot of answers for some of the red truths in the question arcs. Mainly about episode 4. I shouldn't think about episode 4 because I would just be here thinking about it for an hour straight and still not get anything done.
確信を持てたら、その時話すこととしよう。
はいはい、我が主、私だって続きを知りたいわ。
Just what kind of connection do Ange and Beatrice have with each other? Understanding that will probably give me a massive clue towards finding the truth of this world. After all, because he remembered that, he was able to reach the truth. Yeah, he has... I mean, he was able to say a golden truth that Lambda Delta said that could only be the game master who could...
Beatrice!
I think that this...
親方様、ようこそお越しを。ベアトリーチェ様がお待ちでございます。どうぞこちらへ。
This place was a villa set aside for Beatrice's use. Oh my god. Oh, so this is the theme. I see. This is so weird. It was a sacred site for her only. Built so that she could spend her days without being affected by the outside world. Oh my god. This is like a reenactment of Kinzo's... Oh. This is basically what Kinzo did in the real world, didn't he? So this is... Oh god. This is like... Oh man. It's hard to explain. My heart began to race. I'm so glad that she was able to revive and that everything is okay. Beato was a personification of the rules, so even though she was destroyed once, it's possible for her to be reborn again. This is basically like the third game where we explore Beatrice's past. Battler had quickly succeeded in reviving Beato's body, but he had trouble summoning her soul back. However, during the time he spent immersed in the creation of this escape, she had woken up. And this had happened 3 days ago. Battler let himself be led to the dining hall. The dining hall had been set up for his and Beato's use. It existed so that he could enjoy some black tea while having conversations that were only possible now that he had reached all of the truth. I want to tell Beato that I found the truth. Battler couldn't hold back his excitement over this miracle he had been granted. The miracle of Beato waiting for him in the dining hall to hear what he had to say.
Beatrice はどうなんだ？変わりないか？元気そうか？
それはもうお元気でいらっしゃいます。親方様がおいでになるのをずっとお待ちでいらっしゃいましたとも。
So basically, Kumasawa, Battler reverted Virgilia back to Kumasawa.
食堂にいるのか？飯でも食ってるのか？ああ、いいさ。何でも構わない。
驚きますよ。
ベアトリーチェ!
When he swung open the doors to the dining hall, Battler was greeted by a wonderful sight. Though the food laid out on the table wasn't particularly sensational, it was arranged beautifully, and a champagne bottle stood there waiting. Then the person clad in that familiar dress, with the beautiful golden hair, bowed deeply in greeting.
ベアトリーチェ。
私に姿を与えてくださり、誠にありがとうございます。
いいんだ。そんなのはよかった。ベアト。
Oh, Battler is gonna be very disappointed, isn't he? Oh no. Oh, Battler rushed up to Beato and hugged her tightly, just to make sure her body wasn't just a mist or an illusion.
俺はお前の謎をちゃんと解いたぞ。なのにそれを伝える前に消えちまいやがって。
私はここにいます。
The wind.
消えたりなんかしません。
やめろよ、そんな喋り方。王を着せるつもりなんか全然ない。とにかくお前に謝りたい。そして語らいたい。何から先に口にすればいいかさえわからない。
私がお父様に謝られることなど何もありません。私はただお父様のお役に立てればそれで幸せなのです。
ベアト。
Here it comes, I think.
ベアトリーチェはお父様のために生まれてきました。どうかあなたの力にならせてください。
no.
そしてお父様、第6のゲームの完成誠におめでとうございます。
だからそんな喋り方やめろって。
Oh. Yeah, this is really just like Kinzo. My theory is like he had a lover called Beatrice, and then that lover or that mistress died and left a daughter. And then Kinzo started thinking that that daughter was Beatrice as well. This feels like exactly the same thing, but oh god, she really is the Beatrice from Kuadorian. She really, really is.
うさんくさくてたまらねえぜ。
この喋り方ではお気に召しませんか？部長法をどうかお許しください。
お気に召しませんかってことはねえが、らしくねえぜ。
Don't do the things Kinzo did, please. Please, Battler, don't.
やっぱお前はいつもの口調がぴったりだ。
Oh no. Oh god. This is really, really bad. Beato smiled vaguely. To Battler, it probably looked as though they were both smiling at the unusual way she was talking. However, Beato's smile literally was vague and uncertain. After all, she didn't know how she was supposed to talk.
それよりベアト、一体これは何の冗談だってんだ？まさか大ベアトリーチェ様自らが手料理を作ったってのか？
第6のゲームが完成されましたと聞き、ささやかですがねぎらいの席が設けられないかと思いまして。
It's weird because now she's literally Battler's creation. It's like a bit like Bern Castell and Erica in a sense, where Beatrice literally is his daughter now, and it's quite weird.
ベアトリーチェ様がそれはもう大層頑張られてお作りになられたんですよ。私は一切手伝っておりませんと。
Oh.
ええ。
This is why, the food set on the table was modest and inexpertly made. You could tell by looking at it that Beato, who wasn't particularly skilled with cooking, had given it her all. However, signs of discomfort and irritation were beginning to appear in Battler's face. Oh no.
これはどういうことだ？
ええ、ですからベアトリーチェ様が親方様をねぎらおうと。
Sweat was starting to show up on Kumasawa's forehead. She was also feeling uneasy when he noticed. Beato realized it wasn't just his imagination. Beato turned her back to Battler and stuck a corkscrew into the champagne bottle, and she showed it to
お
Battler.
父様、第6のゲームの完成誠におめでとうございます。必ずや宿敵フルドエリカに勝利することを祈願してこれを捧げます。
Long time rival. Oh my god. It was just for one game. Well, Erica is so great that she's already his longtime rival now. Oh god. Pop. When presented with a champagne bottle and a sound like that, anyone would think that the cork had been pulled out. However, it wasn't the cork. It was the bottom of the bottle. The high-quality champagne that Beato had procured splashed out over the floor and her dress. Battler, don't make actions that make me wanna hate you. Please, please don't. Oh god, he's gonna act like Kinzo. Then the same sound repeated several more times. Each time one of the plates of food on the table was knocked into the air. Ah, you bastard.
お父様、お気に召しませんでしたか?
Is this really like a reenactment of everything? Oh my god. Is she gonna die in the end? Oh god, she's gonna die in the end. Oh, Battler, what the fuck?
お前は誰だ?
Oh no.
私はベアトリーチェでございます。お父様のために生まれてまいりました。
違う。こいつは誰だ? ベアトじゃない。そして俺をお父様なんて呼ぶな。これはどういうことだ? 何なんだこれは?
Why did you break her dishes, man? Fuck you.
ベアトを蘇らせたんじゃなかったのか? 源氏、これはどういうことだ?
恐れながら紛れもなくそのお方はベアトリーチェ様でございます。
そんなはずあるか? これのどこがベアトなんだ? 全然違う。偽物だ。
いいえ、ベアトリーチェ様でございます。
I need to pause for just a minute.
ゲーム版のルールに従い生み出された紛れもなくベアトリーチェ様ご自身でございます。
いや、こんなのはベアトじゃない。ベアトってのはもっとおかしな喋り方をして品のない笑いをして、それから
いいえ、間違いなくベアトリーチェ様ご自身でございます。
I already know that this episode is going to be very heavy because we're touching on that topic.
じゃあどうしてこんな喋り方をする? どうして俺をお父様なんて呼ぶんだ?
ベアトリーチェ様はお生まれになったばかりでございます。かつてのような振る舞いをいきなり期待されるのはあまりに酷というものでございます。
まだ記憶が戻らないということなのか?
親方様、確かにこの方はベアトリーチェ様ご自身です。しかし親方様がよくご存知のベアトリーチェ様ではありません。
And it's weird seeing Genji and Kumasawa instead of Virgilia and Renove. It's really weird.
どういう意味だ? 俺はゲームマスターなんだろ? どうしてベアトを蘇らせられないんだ?
ええ、確かに蘇りましたと。
That face.
しかしかつてのベアトリーチェ様は1000年を経られたベアトリーチェ様。一方こちらのベアトリーチェ様はご本人なれど生まれたばかり。違う人間のように見えるのは致し方ないことでございます。
じゃあどうやったらあのベアトは蘇るんだ? 体はある、ここに。魂はどうやれば蘇る?
同じ1000年の人生を歩めばかつてと同じベアトリーチェ様にもなるでしょう。
1000年を待てと?
I don't think you understand. It's hard to say.
人の性格は生まれながらだけのものではありません。その後の生き方や経験によっていかようにも変わります。
So who is Gob then? I have no idea.
意味がわかりますか? 同じベアトであっても同じでないという
Gob
こ
is
と
Goda
だ。
confirmed.
わかるわ。同じ人間が2人いたとしても生い立ちで人はいくらでも変わる。
本来は同じ人間であるにもかかわらず その生い立ちによって別人と言ってもいいほどに変わり得る。本来人は人であり、人格そのものを指して人とは呼びません。しかし人格を人だと認める人間たちにとってそれはさながら他人のようなもの
I
でしょ
think
う。
that Gop is actually... It's Jessica, isn't it? I think that Gop might be Jessica in Shannon's mind. Because if Ronov and Virgilia are supposed to be her mentor figures, her... Like, she was raised by Kumasawa, I think Shannon was. So I think that Gop being her best friend means that it might have been Jessica. Like, Gop is basically Jessica's, only on her mind, I guess. It's hard to say, but I think that I'm correct, I think.
違いねえですな。お嬢だって12年前の気の毒な一件がなけりゃ今頃は笑顔が似合うキュートな女の子だったかもしれねえ。
失礼ね。今だって十分キュートだってば。
Yes, you are. Oh my god. I understand. If a personality is what makes a person in our eyes, you could probably say that a second personality represents a different person entirely, even if it inhabits the same flesh body. So we're back in the writer room instead of the... Oh my god, this is so confusing. At the very least, I'm a completely different person than I used to be 12 years ago. And if my family had come 12 years ago, then the Ange that resulted would surely be a completely different person from me. Even a single human can become a different person. In fact, depending on their upbringing and endless possibilities, they can become an endless number of different people. So, just because this is Beato, that's not guaranteed that she'll become the Beato that Onisha knows so well.
ましてやベアトリーチェは1000年を経た魔女。人は3日あれば死ぬことだって生まれ変わることだってできる。それが1000年じゃどうにもならないわね。
あなたはなかなかできる読者のようですね。並の読者相手だったら同一の人間であってもその生い立ちと時間によって
It took like 100 hours for me to get my thoughts straight on this whole situation, so
別人になりうることを説明するために数百ページを割かねばならぬというのに。
あまり読者をなめないで。私たちはただ読んでるだけじゃない。読んで考えてるの。
100人に読ませれば90人くらいは読める。しかし意味がわかるのは50人。そしてそこからさらに考えられるのは20人もいない。よく噛んで飲み込みなさいと。
I think that
ただそれだけの話なのに。
me being from a poor country, that's a very good statistic, I feel. It really is not like that. I feel like you could cut the 90... I think here you could say that 50 will be able to read. Like, maybe 15 will be able to understand here. And not even 5 will. It's really bad here, I'm sorry to say, but literacy rate is not that great here.
しかしあなたはどうやらその貴重な20人の中の一人らしい。だからここへ招いたのです。人の子よ。
Still have problems reading stuff, so it's difficult, I'll say. It was seriously hard to like this. It was seriously hard to like this Hachijo Otoya person. However, though this forgery she had written was still in the first stages, it definitely felt as though it contained something very similar to the tales of those message bottles. Speaking metaphorically, one might call it a scent. An indescribably unique and stern atmosphere, like a stuffy library. The Beatrice who wrote the message bottles and Hachijo Toya are different people. And yet, this has the same scent as that tale. I see. This is why some of those curious witch hunters are so intensely devoted to her. Their keen sense of smell was able to sniff out that familiar scent.
さ、どうぞ続きを読んで文字を追うあなたの顔を見るのが何よりも楽しいの。そして言葉を交わし合うことも。
物書きは感想に飢えてるってのは本当ね。
Yes. True, true.
でも申し訳ないけど、こんな分厚い原稿を延々と読んでる時間はないの。
Nothing better than reading reviews. Even if the reviews are very bad, we still like reading reviews.
それより私はあなたに
時間なんていくらでもあるでしょうに。
Both the second hand and the pendulum on the ornate clock behind Hachijo had been moving the whole time. However, absolutely no time had passed for a while now. Only about 3 minutes had gone by since the time she had entered the room. Ooh.
ね、時間など気にすることもないでしょ。あなたが読み終わるまで全ての時間はあなたを追い立てない。
She really is. Oh. Angie.
ああ、じゃあ次のページ次のページ。
Oh my god, Amaxa. Amaxa had badgered me to turn the page, so I returned into the world of the tale once more. Oh man, this is actually really good. Like having an in-between with them instead of the game board world only. Why does her tale have the same scent as Beatrice's, I wonder? Is it because she has actually reached the truth as she claims? Does this mean that anyone who knows the truth could create an endless number of message bottles? Is that how the Catbox world works? I see. I guess she might also be an endless witch. In fact, maybe anyone who knows the truth can become an endless witch. An endless tale created by the endless witches. The 2 days starting on October 4th, 1986, where my family is being toyed with endlessly. I have to end it. I have to find a hint of the truth from within this story and end this endless tale.
How is it, Beato? 俺の作った第6のゲームは。まあ、素直に褒めるやつじゃないもんな。せいぜい無能なりにそこそこ頑張ったではないかってとこだろうぜ。
Oh.
無能なりにそこそこ頑張ったではないか。
String trial.
ゲームマスターの立場になってよくわかったぜ。お前も毎回随分と苦労してやがったんだってな。ゲームを作るのは楽なことではない。よもやそなたとそれをねぎらい合う日が来ようとはな。
ゲームを作るのは楽なことではない。よもやそなたとそれをねぎらい合う日が来ようとはな。
Oh.
こんなのはベアトじゃない。
Battler slammed hard on the desk, but the piece Beato showed no reaction. Oh. Oh no. After all, Battler hadn't ordered her to react. It would be easy to revive that Beato as a piece. However, it would only move according to Battler's wishes. Having a conversation with it was no different from talking to himself. The game master could summon any kind of piece. He could move those pieces in any way he wanted, reigning it as an absolute god. However, for that very reason, they were just pieces. That made it unbelievably lonely and sad.
お前はたくさんの家具たちやいろいろな物語を紡ぎ出してきた。俺はそれを見て、お前はきっとさぞや楽しいだろうなと思っていた。
How this all started, actually. I need to go back because Battler, it's hard to tell, but I need to go back to the first tea party. Was Battler her piece, or was it the other way around? You could say that Battler rose up from... He distinguished himself from the others because he never believed that there was a witch. That he always went against Beatrice, so he was not a piece at that point anymore. Or maybe he never was a piece, and instead it was... it's hard to tell. Oh my god.
お前は信じられないくらいに孤独だったんだ。
お前にとって俺という自らに反逆する対戦相手がどれほど愉快なものか。
Oh my god, this is so...
今の俺には痛いほど理解できる。
This is so mind-bending, actually.
礼儀正しいおかしなベアトは確かにお前なんだろうな。1000年前の。しかし別人だ。
Oh my god, this is so good.
お前の姿に瓜二つだからこそむしろ許せない。辛い。
しかしコマではないから俺の意志に背ける。
コマのお前なんかよりあのベアトの方がはるかに血は通ってるだろうぜ。それは認める。だが違うんだ。あれはお前じゃない。お前の生き別れの妹か何かで全くの別人なんだ。だからむしろどうしても受け入れられない。
As much as he hated the peace version of Beato, Battler felt an even stronger dislike for the chick Beato. Even after a whole 1,000 years, she still wouldn't become the original Beato. Even if she were ordered to act like the original Beato, it would just be an imitation. This was a very similar but separate person, and definitely not Beato herself. But don't throw her away, please. So in the previous game, Beato really did disappear for all eternity. Even after becoming the game master, there was no way to revive her. Battler, just go home. Just fucking go home already. You know everything. Apologize to Shannon. Just go home. Just give it a rest already. You're just an illusion who won't laugh unless I order it, and who can even continue to laugh unless I keep on ordering it. Just disappear. Oh god. This game is gonna be very heavy. On Rokkenjima, this day, or rather this round, was the same as any other day. The typhoon would be coming very soon. The sky was still overcast, but the clouds were moving quickly. Nazi. Oh god. The only thing on Nazi's mind was the plan to cover up Kinzo's absence again this year. Cross appeared to have suffered a stomach ache from the stress and was sleeping in his room. Who's gonna die on Battler's game is gonna be... Jessica and Kumasawa had left had left in a boat to go shopping and greet the incoming relatives on Nijima. If the servants have been busy since the early morning preparing for the family conference, the greatest event of the year, Shannon and Kanon were rushing to get the guest house ready.
親族の方々を止めるならお屋敷の客室で十分だろうに。
そうね、こっちのお掃除大変だもんね。でもゲストハウスのお掃除は好き。
I don't like looking at Shannon anymore because she scares me. Her look now, instead of calming me, stresses me out.
奥様や他のムカつく使用人もいないから静かでいいもんね。
Shannon smiled wryly as she performed a detailed examination of the guest room. Did we forget to clean anything? Do we need to restock anything? She diligently gave the room one final check over. So who's gonna die? Going from battler, I'd say he I think that he would kill who's battler going to kill? Maybe he'll I think if I was in battler's shoes and had his values, I'd say he'd kill his parents, himself, maybe Genji and Kumasawa, and possibly Shannon. Nah, that would be... Yeah, I think those close to him. Yeah, I think that... Yeah, I think he would kill himself if he was the game master. He'll kill the piece himself. The peace battler, I think. Is Erica gonna participate in the human story? I don't know. Yeah, I'm counting on Battler, Rudolph, Kyrie, Shannon, Genji, and Kumasawa dying on the first Twilight, I think. Yeah, that's my guess.
こういう日に限って油断するといたずらされるの。いざって時、大切なものが見つからなかったり、閉めておいたはずのものが開いてたり。
姉さんはそそっかしいからね。よく確認しながら仕事をしないからだよ。
だから私と一緒に点検してくれてるんだよね。ありがとう。
別に感謝されることじゃないよ。姉さんがしっかりしてくれれば僕まで付き合わなくて済む。
本当は私と一緒にいたいんだよね。甘えん坊さんなんだから。
そんなんじゃないってば。姉さんは最近ジョージ様のことで浮かれてるみたいだからね。ミスが多そうで見てられないだけだよ。
カノン君、ちょっとおしゃべりしよっか。
ダメだよ、仕事中だよ。
私とジョージ様のことばかり茶化して、カノン君とジェシカ様はどうなの？
別に何もないよ。そんなことよりちゃんと仕事は。
Kanon had very obviously been trying to change the subject. Shannon had then snuck up behind him and pushed him down onto the bed. Oh no.
お嬢様に一緒に親族の方々をお迎えに行こうって誘われたのに、どうして断ったの？
仕事があるし。
嘘。仕事なんか何もないくせに。
Shannon and Kanon had switched roles. Normally Kanon was the one in control, but when it came to romance, it was the opposite. As Shannon had said, Jessica and Kanon were supposed to be the ones to greet the relatives at the harbor on Rokkenjima. However, Kanon had suddenly claimed that he had work to do, so Kumasawa had gone instead. Kanon didn't have any work to do. Shannon knew this.
お嬢様、言ってた。文化祭の時のことがあっても、 やっぱりカノン君が好きだって。
僕は家具なのに。
Oh no.
そうだね。
Oh, is this gonna be canon focused? Oh god. Oh.
私も家具だね。
なのに姉さんは人間と恋をしてる。できるわけなんてないのに。
そうかな。
Let me pause for a second.
そう決めつけてるから
I'm sorry.
私たちは家具なんじゃないかな。
僕はジェシカお嬢様のことを何とも思ってない。お仕えする後宮家のご令嬢だとしか思ってない。
本当に？
本当さ。何？
私ね、ひょっとすると今夜ジョージ様に求婚されるかもしれない。
Shannon wore an incredibly peaceful smile on her face, but Kanon could tell that there was no way she'd let him change the subject. Kanon realized that she must have made him help out here in the guest house in order to talk to him about this, and he clicked his tongue softly.
家具のくせに人間と結婚なんかできるつもりなの？
できると思う。
無理だね。
どうして？
ジョージ様の描く未来の夢を姉さんは叶えられない。
それは。
僕たちは人間じゃない。それに劣る家具。ジョージ様は姉さんを人間だと思い込んでるだけ。
それはそうかもしれないけど。
今日までよく騙し通してこれたものだと思うよ。そうやっていつまでジョージ様を騙し通せるつもりなの？自分が家具であることを未だに話せない姉さんが。
家具とか人間とかそんなの関係ない。ジョージ様は私の全てを受け止めてくれると思うの。
Accept everything about me.
それを確かめる勇気もないくせに。
私ね、求婚受けてみようと思うの。
As Shannon looked up at the ceiling, she spoke of the imagined future that she and George would create. Though some anxiety of the future appeared on her face, so did the joy of knowing what it was like to live with love. As Kanon watched this vivid dream he was being shown, he knew that none of his words would reach Shannon anymore.
好きにしたらいいよ。姉さんは一度言い出したらどこまでも頑固だから。
私の生きたいように生きてみたい。もう家具だからとか人間だからとかそういうのに怯えるのはやめようと思うの。
Kanon walked over to the window silently. He saw the rose garden filled with boring gray flowers in bloom. He realized that Shannon was acting above her place, and he knew that her tale had no chance of a happy ending. However, he also knew that no word of his could change her mind now that she made her decision.
なら僕が言えることなんて何もないよ。やめろと言っても姉さんは聞かない。好きにすればと言えば好きにする。なんで僕にそんな話をするのさ。僕の答えなんて姉さんは何も求めてないじゃないか。
私が知りたいのはカノン君のお嬢様への気持ちなの。
僕は姉さんたちとは何の関係もないよ。
カノン君は本当にお嬢様のことは何とも思っていないの？
思ってないって何度も言ってるよ。
嘘？
どうして嘘だってわかるの？
わかるもん。姉さんだもん。
わからないよ、僕の気持ちなんて。
わかるよ。カノン君のことなら私は何でもわかる。
本当にわかってるならどうして聞くんだよ。姉さんはジョージ様のことでもう胸も頭もいっぱいじゃないか。そして僕もそんな一途な姉さんが大好きなんだ。だから僕なりに応援してるんじゃないか。そうでなかったら僕だって。
Episode 1.
僕だって
お嬢様を好きになりたかった。
Oh. Kanon finally turned to face her, honestly and openly telling her how he really felt. That was what Shannon had wanted to hear. And after hearing that, she pressed Kanon even further to reveal his true feelings.
そんな言い方じゃダメ。許さない。
じゃあどうすればいいんだよ。なんて言えばいいんだよ。
好きになりたかったなんて言い方でごまかさないで。カノン君の素直な気持ちをそのまま口にすればいいの。
僕には眩しすぎるんだよ。お嬢様が太陽のようで生き様が眩しすぎて、そんなお嬢様が好きなんだ。そんなお嬢様に手を差し伸べられて共に歩こうと言ってもらえて嬉しかった。嬉しいんだ。
好きなんだよね。
ああ、好きさ。
Oh God. Hmm.
お嬢様が大好きだ。
Now that I'm thinking about it, finally Ken confessed his feelings in their entirety. In fact, by saying it out loud, he finally understood how he truly felt. As passionate tears welled up in his eyes, Ken finally accepted it. He couldn't stop the tears from dripping down his
お嬢
face.
様も僕もこの島に閉じ込められて何の希望もなく生きてるのは全く同じだった。なのにお嬢様は自らの道を自ら照らし、自らの足で運命を切り開くんだ。それが眩しくて羨ましくて。
Where is Battler going with this, though? I don't understand yet.
お嬢様と一緒にならこんなみすぼらしい自分じゃない。
お嬢様の告白を拒絶して悲しかった。
悲しかった。自分につく嘘がこんなにも辛くて悔しくて悲しいなんて知らなかった。そして僕のそんな嘘がお嬢様を傷つけたのがたまらなく許せなかった。そんな自分にもう二度と恋をする資格なんてないと思ってた。
あるよ。恋の資格はね、自分だけが与えられるの。家具だからダメとかそんなの関係ない。ダメだって自分で決めたらもうダメなの。決めつけちゃダメ。だから私は与えたよ。この身の程知らずな家具の身に恋の資格を。だからカノン君にだってあるよ。
恋をする資格が。
うん。あなたにあげられないなら私があげる。
ありがとう。僕はやっと海が見られる気がする。
Could it be?
きっとジョージ様は今夜私に求婚すると思う。求婚を私は受けてこの島を出てジョージ様と新しい天地で新しい生活をするつもり。
それが姉さんの選んだ道だというなら僕に何も言えるわけがない。
この島を出てそしてこの島へは二度と帰らないカノン君とはお別れになる。
そうだね。僕たちはお別れだね。
もしカノン君が心の底からお嬢様を愛していて、それが私のジョージさんへの思いと同じかそれ以上だと言えるなら、私はあなたと決着をつけなきゃならない。
姉さん。
Could it be that?
それがお互いのため。
But does that?
カノン君の思いを私を理由に諦めないで。
僕のわがままが姉さんの幸せを傷つけるかもしれないのに。
Wait. Oh my god. Oh.
私も自覚してるよ。私の幸せがカノン君を傷つけることを。
Ken never really named himself, did he? I mean, Shannon has her real name, Sayu, I think. But Ken never gave his name, did he? We have no choice but to hurt each other. As she said this, Shannon turned her back to Kanon. As Kanon watched Shannon from behind, he was struck by her strength and the love that she still felt for him despite everything.
姉さん、 僕は姉さんと一緒で
Living with you.
幸せだったよ。
私もだよ。君がいてくれたから今日まで頑張れた。
Kanon arrived 3 years before, after Battler left. The portrait was made 2 years prior, Battler's arrival, as was the epitaph. Go to...
だからジョージさんとも出会えた。
Am I crazy?
僕も姉さんが教えてくれたからお嬢様の眩しさに気がつけた。
私は自分の思いを曲げない。その気持ちだけを見つめて他を無視してカノン君の心を踏みにじることから目をそらさない。
僕も姉さんを理由に自分の気持ちをもう偽らない。
Oh God.
私の恋が実っても君の恋が実っても私たちは互いを祝福しよう。
Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God.
約束する。そして僕が勝ったらお嬢様を愛し姉さんも大切にする。
ありがとう。でも
What the
私が勝
fuck?
ったら君と島を忘れてここを永遠に出ていく。
勝ったら自分の恋に全力を。たとえそれが報われない恋だと知っていても。
私たちはだってもう
核じゃ
ない。
What the fuck? It's strongly... Oh my God, it's strongly pushing for that, but I don't believe it. What the fuck? The boat carrying the relatives docked at the harbor. They left the boat one by one, making fun of Battler. Kura wasn't the one to greet them. Wasn't the only one to greet them. Kanon was there too.
皆様、ご無沙汰をしております。
So how does Battler arrival factor into all this? Oh my God, it's not a love triangle anymore, it's a love square.
ロッケン島へようこそいらっしゃいました。
No, it's like a love pentagram. Oh my God, no, I'm sorry.
長旅お疲れ様でした。ロッケン島へようこそ。
What the fuck?
そう
I
そう。
still can't believe
お
it.
上手ですよ。
Gerda complimented Kanon in a whisper. Kanon ignored this, looking just a little sour, and continued to greet the incoming relatives.
バトラ君はゴーダさんもカノン君も初めてだよ
Still,
ね。
that makes sense because... does that make sense? I need to look... Oh my God, I need to review everything. Oh my God.
マリアもバトラ初めて。
ゴーダさんは凄腕のシェフでいらっしゃるんだ。この島に来る唯一の楽しみさ。
光栄でございます。バトラ様、どうか滞在中のお食事はご期待いただければ幸いです。
そりゃ楽しみだぜ。よろしく。
カノン君もお久しぶりね。今日は元気そうね。よかった。
そうでしょうか。
そうね。顔色が悪くないわ。血色がいいというか、目つきが凛々しくなったというか。
成長期なんだろ。そうして少年は大人になってくんだな。
Oh.
普段のあんたは今にも貧血で倒れちゃいそうな顔ばっかしてるのに、今日は少し違うわ。
正気があるんや。男子は3日あれや成長するもんなんやで。カノン君も少しずつたくましくなってるっちゅうことやな。
からかわれてないわよ。みんな褒めてるのよ。
Kanon had sworn to start changing the way he lived, bit by bit. However, he had only meant to change within himself and hadn't expected it would show on the outside. He was a bit shocked to hear that his expression had changed so much, that people had apparently noticed as soon as he opened his mouth. No, maybe the real surprise was that his normal expression must have looked so incredibly sullen in comparison. Goda led the way up to the guest house. Kanon brought out the rear, helping to carry some of Kumasawa's shopping. Yeah, this is gonna be Kanon focused. Oh, this is gonna be very good.
僕、今日はそんなにも顔色がいいでしょうか?
Guess Kanon, the new Beatrice, and Angie, maybe.
私にもそう見えますよ。何かいいことありました？
Even Kumasawa was saying it. Kanon, unable to see what his own face looked like, hung his head in embarrassment. Oh, Jessica and Kanon. I need to see it. I need developments there as well. When they reached the rose garden, they could see the others streaming into the guest house. Then he saw Jessica running towards him from there. Is even Lady Jessica gonna say that I'm in a good mood today? Kanon hung his head even deeper. And so, almost as though he couldn't control himself, Kanon spoke first.
僕はそんなにも違うんですか?
あほら、カノン君ってさ、積極的に挨拶とかする性分じゃないでしょ。だからみんな珍しいと思ったんじゃないかな。
先ほどはお嬢様にご同行できなくて申し訳ありませんでした。
いいよいいよ。こっちこそ新島まで迎えに行くから付き合ってなんてくだらないことに誘ってごめん。カノン君だって今日の仕事いっぱいあるだろうし。
White Shadow is such a good track. Oh my god, I love this music so much.
仕事は特にありませんでした。お嬢様が眩しすぎて一緒にいることに耐えられないほど。
Oh my god.
僕が弱かったからです。
Oh, he's being. Oh my god. Jessica faltered, uncertain what Ken was talking about. However, she realized that this was something too important to be laughed off.
何かあったの？カノン君。
シャノンが結婚するって。
そっか。やっぱりジョージ兄さん、今回でプロポーズするんだね。
That face. Jessica thought that Kanon was sad because Shannon would be leaving, that this new mental state had caused the change in his behavior. And Kanon realized that Jessica was probably thinking this, so he spoke to her clearly and honestly, because he wanted her to know.
僕は姉さんがここを辞めることがあった時、自分も辞めると決めていました。
知ってるよ。じゃあカノン君も辞めちゃうの？
Oh my god, this is so on the nose, actually. Oh.
今は分からなくなりました。辞めたらお嬢様という太陽が照らしてくれた何かをまた見失ってしまいそうだ。
3 plus 16. Oh my god. I hate myself right now. Oh no. 19 years old. Oh. So Kanon and Shannon, I think they're the same person. It's strongly hinting at that. So this really is, oh man. What about Beatrice? Is what my question is. Jessica could only stare blankly, unable to understand what he was saying. However, she did realize that he was trying to tell her something important, and so she was able to accept his next words were neither a lie nor a joke.
僕はジェシカお嬢様のことが好きです。私もだよ。あなたの太陽のごとき生き方を僕も一緒に歩んでみたい。あなたとなら家具と蔑んだ自分から決別できるかもしれない気がする。
カノン君は家具じゃない。そして使用人になるために生まれてきたのでもない。年頃の男の子としてもっともっと人生を楽しんでいいはずなんだよ。
So Kanon and Shannon are the same person. Two different personalities. And then you have Beatrice, who is the personality that likes Battler instead. Oh my god, so... But... I need to go back.
私も眩しいや。カノン君が眩しくて目が見られない。
Oh my god, I'm floored. I'm floored.
偽らされ僕の気持ちです。それを今までごまかしてきてすみませんでした。
What about the body on the... What about the body on the... Kanon's body on the boiler room on the first game? Kanon attacking... I don't know what to think. Kanon being dead on episode 3. Was it episode 2? I'm so confused right now.
僕の臆病さがお嬢様を傷つけたあの日をお詫びします。
いいよ。その言葉だけで私は嬉しい。
だから僕はお嬢様といつまでも一緒にいるために家具をやめようと思います。僕にそのための時間をください。最後にその弱さを許してください。
弱さなんてとんでもない。カノン君は見せてくれたよ。今までの自分と決別したいっていうとびきりの勇気を。だから私は応援したいし、せかさずいつまでも待つよ。
I guess it's to reveal that the truth, but still.
私が太陽になって君の道を照らせるなら、私だって君という人がいてくれたから、誰よりも眩しく輝いて君の瞳に私だけを映したいと思った。君がいなかったら私だって太陽になんてなれなかった。だから待つよ、ずっと。
ありがとうお嬢様。
お嬢様はもう嫌だな。
名前で呼んでもいいんですか？
二人っきりの時だけね。じゃないとカノン君に迷惑をかけるかもしれないし。
This is getting really, really fast.
そうですね。
Oh my god, that face.
姉さんたちもそうしてるらしいし。
シャノンが婚約するって話にならなかったら、こういうことは言ってくれなかった？
Shannon hung his head at a loss for words for some time, but it was true. If Shannon hadn't told him about the engagement, he probably wouldn't have been having this conversation at this moment.
はい。だからこそ真剣に考えることができました。
そんなこと言っちゃって、シャノンの話を聞いてて恋がしてみたくなっちゃった？
No, it's because Shannon is pushing the issue that if she accepts George, then Kanon won't be able to accept Jessica, and vice versa. Oh god.
はい。
Oh, it makes so much sense now.
素直だな。
I was always hung up about Kanon and his placement in this story.
まあ私もシャノンたちを見てて 羨ましいなと思って。
In truth, it wasn't quite like that for either of them. They've been shown the courage needed to speak up and tell the one you love how you feel. That's what pushed both Kanon and Jessica forward.
僕は何とお呼びすれば。
ジェシカがいいな。
呼びつけは照れます。
If Shannon was the culprit, then Kanon being like a sibling to her was really weird. And I need to revise everything.
じゃ、さん付けでもいいから最初は言ってみて。ほらほら。
ジェシカさん。
I need a week to think about this.
うん。今はそれでいい。だから私もカノン君のことを名前で呼びたい。
So that's why. Oh. I need to go back to episode 2, actually. Right at the start.
カノンじゃなくて、本当の名前があるんでしょ？きっと、カノンの「カ」が含まれた名前だと思うな。
Oh, here it comes.
なんだろう。
ヨシアと。
Oh, he has a name. Oh. Maybe I'm wrong.
どういう字？
Jessica tried tracing out various characters on the palm of her hands. Then, Kanon used his own finger to write out his name on her hand.
これでヨシアと読みます。
ヨシア君か。
Maybe I'm wrong.
いい名前だね。私の変な名前と違って素敵だと思うよ。
I need to go back to
そん
episode
なことあり
2.
ません。お嬢様のジェシカって名前だって。
あ、それもう一回言って。
お嬢様のジェシカって。
もう一
回。お嬢様のジェシカって名前だって。何か。
なんでもないよ。ありがとう、ヨシア。
The red flowers of the rose garden seemed to celebrate the two lovers whose feelings had finally connected. The scene was watching them by one not human, who gazed out quietly from beneath the rose garden arbor. Come to think of it, those two had never called each other by their names until now. Jessica hadn't known Kanon's true name. Kanon hadn't called Jessica by her name. When people call each other by name, they acknowledge the worth of the other's soul. That's why names are sacred. When you've been given permission to say someone's name, it means they acknowledge your soul.
だから、お父様は名前を呼んでほしいと?
No, that's probably wrong. When Father sees me, it reminds him of that other me, the past me, and I'm sure that me called Father by name. However, that probably doesn't mean Father would be happy to hear me call him by his name. After all, I am me, and not the Beatrice Father knows well. What can I do to help Father? How can I be useful to him? After all, that's the only reason I was born. Hanging her head, Beatrice sat all alone in the Golden Lance arbor next to the Rose Garden, and she was watched by the Witch of Theater Going and her Miko as they sat across from each other.
かわいそうな子ね。
そなたがベアトに同情するとは思わなかった。
このベアトをかつてのベアトと同一人物と呼ぶのは酷な話だわ。これは全くの別人じゃない。
It may be that by the rules, this Beato is the Beato. However, saying that would be horribly unfair to her.
かつての好敵視を蘇らせてこれでは、バトラも気がめいろうというもの。
お兄ちゃんの絶望も少しはわかる。でも、この子の気持ちもわかるの。人は決して誰かの身代わりにはなれない。
True.
それがたとえかつての自分であってもね。
Compared to the young boy and girl who had found new versions of themselves by calling each other by their true names, this witch looked very feeble. The witch knew that she was an illusion created in the image of the person she once was, and she also knew that it would only hurt Battler if she were to try and pretend to be that person.
それでもこのベアトはバトラの役に立ちたいと思っている。けなげな話だ。
それがベアトリーチェという魔女の意味なの？
彼女はそうだと自称している。自分はバトラの役に立つために生まれてきたと。
お兄ちゃんのために生まれてきたベアトがやがては連続殺人を犯し、お兄ちゃんに永遠の拷問と称しておかしなゲームに引きずり込む。意味わかんないわ。
1000年を経れば人は別人にもなり得るとそなたも理解しているはず。
At the very least, Beatrice was once a pure creature who was born for Battler's sake. It's also very clear that in her current feeble state, she doesn't possess any of the courage or motivation needed to bring about such fearsome serial murders. That means the sinister witch we all know must have changed during the 1,000 years since her birth.
1000年とか偉そうな単語がよく出てくるけど、魔女の世界ではどうも長い月日を示す別称として使われてる気がするわ。
神の世界に近づけば近づくほどに時間の概念は曖昧になる。6年も1000年となるし、1000年がほんの一眠りにもなる。
6 years can become 1,000.
ほんの2週間の月日でさえも100年の魔女を名乗るにふさわしい永遠となり得るのだ。
One can fit an eternity long enough to be deserving of the title of 100-year-old witch in a mere 2 weeks. It's talking about both Baron Castell and Lambda Delta here. Oh my god. I mean, Lambda Delta is actually you could say that if Satoko is Lambda Delta, then it means that it's not just 2 weeks, it's more, it's 3 to 5 years, I think. Was it 3 years or 5? In other words, the pure Beato transformed into the cruel Beato during 6 years that could be called 1,000. So does that mean something bad happened during those 6 years that made her hate Oni-chan?
納得いかないわ。その6年間、お兄ちゃんはロッケン島は愚か、後ろ宮家の席から抜けてさえいるのよ。その変化にお兄ちゃんは何の関係もない。全くの逆恨みだわ。
Yeah. I agree with Angie just a bit, but still.
おや、こちらにおいででしたか。お紅茶でもお入れしましょうか。
熊沢さん、知りたいことがあります。
はいはい、何でしょうか。
私はベアトリーチェという名前なんですよね。
そうですとも。お嬢様はベアトリーチェ様でございますとも。
でもお父様が口にするベアトリーチェという人物は私のことではありません。
それは。
お父様は私にその人であってほしかったように思います。だから私がその人にどれほど似ていても失望されたのではないでしょうか。
そんなことはございませんよ。お嬢様はお嬢様、ベアトリーチェ様ご自身ですとも。新しくお生まれ変わりになるとき、以前の記憶を失ってしまっただけでございますよ。たとえ記憶をなくされようとも、お嬢様はベアトリーチェ様、親方様の愛されるお方と同一人物でございますとも。
その記憶というのはどうやれば取り戻すことができますか。
それは。
Beato looked at Kumasao with hopeful eyes, as though praying that she would tell her the way. Kumasao averted her gaze unhelpfully, as though trying to say that she'd like to, if such a way existed.
取り戻すことができないなら、せめてお父様の愛したベアトリーチェがどのような人物だったかを教えてください。
そ それならお話はできますけれど。
私はお父様のために生まれてきました。
Oh my god.
だからお父様の望む黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェになりたいんです。
ベアトリーチェ様。
私に魔法は使えません。
But you can teleport. What the hell?
でもお父様の望む魔女が使えるならそれを学びましょう。私はお父様の望む魔女になります。それがお父様に産んでもらったことへの私が示せる唯一のご恩返しです。
けなげじゃない。1000年を間違えなきゃ最高にいい子だわ。
魔女のヒナ、なかなか面白きかな。気に入ったぞエンジェ。そのヒナの娘に我が諸行を許すがいい。魔女の世界へ帰る扉を開いてやるがよかろうぞ。
彼女自身にかつての彼女の物語を朗読させようというわけね。
Weren't you not going to interfere?
なるほど、私も知りたいわ。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェを作る物語。
Beatrice is gonna die, isn't she? This one.
いいでしょう。あなたが望むならば扉を再び開きましょう。
熊沢さん。
A golden splash welled up around them. It was a cloud of gold butterflies. Oh. Yeah, Virgilia. With a flash of gold, the form of the old lady transformed into that of a witch in a dress.
あなたの進むべき道はあなたが決めなさい。それはおそらくバラの道。美しく咲き誇ったバラがあなたを祝福するかもしれないし、その棘であなたを苛むかもしれない。
Is Rin controlling Virgilia right now?
しかしそれでもあなたがいつかたどった道、その結果同じ1000年を経てもいい、異なる1000年を経てもいい、望むなら道を引き返してもいい。
進みます。私はこの庭で1000年お茶を飲んでいるだけで過ごしたくないんです。お父様のためにこのベアトリーチェは生まれてきました。だからお父様のために生きようと思います。教えてください、黄金の魔女。
The great witch spread her arms, communicating the others' unbending determination to the brilliant heavens. At that moment, a brilliant light covered the two of them, and before they knew it, they were in a strange study. Oh, this is breaking my mind. There sat the master of the library, the great old witch, and her Miko. Virgilia gave a deep and elegant bow. This is breaking my mind.
拝謁、至極光栄に存じます。尊厳なる感激と戯曲と傍観の魔女、フェザリーヌ・アウグストゥス・アウローラ卿。
Oh my god.
表を上げよ、人の子よ。
Even Virgilia is called that.
その娘にしばしの間我が諸行を自由に閲覧する資格を
What
与
are
え
her
ようぞ。
origins? What are Featherine's origins, though?
我が巫女エンジェ、その方に世話を命ず。
はいはい、お任せを。我が主、素直にそなたの物語が見たいと言えばいいのに。
感激の魔女の巫女よ、ベアトリーチェをお預けします。
よろしくお願いします。
Oh no. Is Beatrice and Angie gonna become friends? Oh no.
あんたのなろうとしているベアトリーチェは彼女なりに何かを苦しんでいたわ。少なくとも今のあなたはその何かから解き放たれている。自らその枷を取り戻すために旅に出るの。
はい、私は黄金の魔女になりたいんです。それが私の生まれてきた理由です。
彼女の煉獄を巡る旅が快適であるよう、そして保護が与えられるよう、
無限と有限の魔女プブリウス・ワルギリア・マロの名において要請します。
Man, her name. Endless and finite witch Publius Virgilia Maro.
感激の魔女の巫女にして無限の魔女反言の魔女見習いエンジェ・ベアトリーチェの名において了承する者なりやと立てまつったり踏んだり蹴ったり
Endless witch and apprentice witch of resurrection. I, Angie Beatrice. Oh my god, this is so... I'm dead. I am dead. Feathering snorted.
あなたもベアトリーチェという名を？
ええ。あなたのことはよく知ってるわ。
教えてください。私がどんな私だったのか。
ええ。だから教えて。あなたがどうしてあなたになったのか。
この書庫にはこれまでのそなたのゲームの物語のかけらがすべて書物として収められている。
Thankfully, OBS saved my recording. Oh, thank God. This is what you get for playing a potato, I guess.
それを読むことで、そなたはこれまで何があったかのすべてを知ることができるだろう。
それを読めば、私は黄金の魔女になれますか？
黄金の魔女を継承するには、黄金の碑文を解かねばならぬ。そしてその試練は、たとえベアトリーチェ本人だとしても、免れることは許される。
So she needs to find her own gold.
頑張ります。ですから私に書庫の本を読ませてください。
本当にけなげだわ。わざわざあんなのになんで戻りたがるんだか。
その私がどんな自分だかは知りません。でもその自分がお父様のお役に立てるなら私はそれになりたいです。
Angie sighed resignedly. No words would stop this girl's feelings of respect. Angie was the Miko of the Witch of Theater going. She could do nothing but watch over the stage. That's right. They weren't actually interfering with the play. This was just a bit of directing to shine the spotlight onto the tale of Beato's past. Even if this was nothing more than the Witch of Theater going watching a play.
読めばそなたはかつてのベアトリーチェがどのような人物だったかを知るだろう。しかし、そこから何を得られるかは、そなたが決めるがよい。
I guess being like Feathering is like basically a manga author or a light novel author seeing the voice actors on stage reading their lines, reading their novels. I guess it's something like that for her, I think.
書庫にとどまるも自由、立ち去るも自由。その対価として、私はそなたを感激する。
感激とは？
I guess that's a terrifying feeling because you're seeing people in front of you reading your works. So it's hard to tell. I guess Feathering just is a very much more experienced author than I am.
要するに好きにしていいって意味。
I would just die from embarrassment.
ありがとうございます。青草、
フェザリーヌって呼ぶと喜ぶわよ。
ありがとうございます。フェザリーヌ様。
I shortened her name way too much. After being welcomed in by Rin, Beato left on a journey to discover herself. That tale connected the old tale with the new one. It wove them together. A 1,000-year-old tale about her returned to its starting point, becoming a snake eating its own tail, an Ouroboros. The ring of that snake began slowly, bit by bit, to turn into the shape of a small island floating on the sea, and that was Rokkenjima. The 1,000 years of the witch born on this island were tied to the island. Was it 1,000 years, or just 6? Or did this tale start even further back into the past? Beatrice went out on a journey to find herself. If I'm correct, then Shannon is the granddaughter of Kinzo. And also... And also a child he had with his own daughter. So Shannon is basically his granddaughter and daughter at the same time. Is what I'm theorizing here. So basically she's also Rudolph's half-sibling, Ava's half-sibling. So it's quite complicated. The wind had been strengthening since a while back. The breaking waves had grown fierce. The ferry boats probably wouldn't be coming for a while now. The crashing thunder told that the island had been sealed off from the outside world. A thick rain poured down, mocking the fools outdoors who had to rush pathetically to find shelter. No longer would anyone be able to leave this island, and no longer would anyone be able to reach this island either. No one, unless blessed with a miracle. Oh. There was another flash of lightning. The retinas of all who saw it were filled with white. Oh. As the light faded away, an eerie shadow pulled itself up amidst the raging waters of that beach. Oh, it's gonna be Erica? As though suddenly remembering to do so, it coughed violently several times, filthily spitting out the seawater that had filled its stomach. She then tore apart the touch fastener of her life jacket. Oh no! And threw down the reason she had been able to float here without so much as a thank you. Oh god. Oh no. Why? Why are you here? Ah! Go back! Drown!
いつも変わらぬ嵐での艦隊、実にグッドです。さあ、楽しませてもらいますよ、バトラさん。
Oh no. Oh god. I'm remembering the wedding. Oh no. Why? How did we get to that point? I have no idea. Oh no. Oh man. The annoying guest. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because it's a good place to stop. Let me rate the characters. Erica, yes, coming here in hot, but no, let's go to the new characters. I guess I should start separating Battler the piece from Battler the territory lord, I guess. Battler, he is tied with Ange, I think. It's hard to tell because he's such a good character already, so I need to see where he's going with this. He's being a bit of a bastard right now, but still, it's not like I hate what he's doing or his reasons for doing so. So I understand. a new witch reborn from the rules. She has not lived 1,000 years, and her behavior is vastly different from how it once was. She is a witch who does not even know how to use magic. However, she has no fear of magic circles or spider webs. It's almost as though she is just a human. She adores Battler and considers it her purpose to devote herself to him. I'd say this new Beatrice is also a new... I guess I should rank her separately from the old Beatrice now? Maybe. I don't know. Guess I should. What to give the second Beatrice? I guess S rank for now because her trope means that she'll die a tragic heroine in the end. She'll sacrifice herself for Battler, maybe in the wedding. Yeah, I can see that happening. Maybe to get Battler. I don't know. I guess she's gonna sacrifice herself. So S rank for now. Beginning of it. Need more time with her to properly assess. Guess Dolonor is going to be prevalent again, maybe. Because Erica arrived. Oh man. Oh god. No, get this devil out of here, please. No, I don't. Okay, I'm sorry. She's very good. Man, she's amazing. As well as Berncastel. What else? Guess little Rin here. She's not being too much of a. I need more. I need to see her with Lambda Delta. I need to see her with Berncastel to see where she stands with those two characters. So, but I don't know if she's going to interfere or not. Maybe she will. She's quite evil in Higurashi, but I don't know. She's in the middle of the pack of S rank right now. Not much. Amakusa, not. He's very bland. He's just a singular trope and nothing else. He hasn't had any badass moments other than the car chase, maybe? I don't know. Episode 4. He's just there to bounce off Angie. Yeah, he's just there to bounce off the conversation with Angie. Nothing more. Angie is still the best character for now. Maybe Battler will overtake her, but I don't think so. I think we're gearing up for another arc for her, maybe. Since she's now going back in time, or maybe remembering things wrong or whatever, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll see how she dies this time around. Because she died in 1998, so... And we didn't see that happening in the real world. Maybe we'll see that, how she dies. What else? Oh, Shannon and Kanon. I guess from the looks of it, this is gearing up to be a Kanon focused in the human world, maybe. Or maybe Erica again. I don't know. I think it's Kanon this time around. I was hoping for Rudolph and Kyrie, but you can't win. Why not? I wanted them to have an arc to themselves at least until this thing's over. Maybe Cross and Kyrie had already theirs. Ava in the third game, a lot of things for Ava in the third game, so... But not Rudolph or Kyrie. Maybe in the 7th game, maybe in the 8th. I don't know. We're going closer in the time limit here. I need something out of them, of those two. I need Battler to interact with them as well. Because if not, then it's just not good. Now we're going in with, it's hard to tell. I'm thinking that they are now the same person, but I don't know. Shannon and Kanon. But he has a real name, so it's kind of awkward. The series kind of out there because... but it fits so well because he started 3 years ago, and that doesn't make any sense when Shannon started when she was 6. And they're so... I don't know. They're so similar as well. Only Kanon is much more driven by his emotions, while Shannon is more serene. It's hard to tell right now, but I think we're going to see Kanon more this episode. I guess this is it for this episode. Thanks for watching.